All right, so here we are, 5 days before power tour, and the V8 307 in my Camaro has not been happy. We've been trying to run it, idle it, tune it, and it's not really responding to much of anything. Now we did notice there was a pretty good sized vacuum leak on the intake, kind of like right here and kind of towards the middle of the intake on the other side. I'm gonna have to put a gasket on it for sure now, because I did get the bolts out and this thing is ready to come off. Let's see how easy it comes out. There she is. Now one of my biggest fears is that this thing has wiped out a cam. So give me a few minutes, I'll check back with you and give you an update once I get some of these lifters out and get them inspected. All right, so far so good. I've done the entire driver's side, and all of the lifters have turned out no problems, no issues. Cams so far has survived the hibernation. So put that back in, and then I've also inspected all the push rods. So far all the push rods have been straight, not bent, and completely reusable. So I'm going to go on to the next side, to the passenger side. Hopefully I stay in as good a luck. Now, one of the things that made me think about how lucky this was is I did buy quality lifters when I did buy this. Even though this is a comp cam, I did not use comp lifters. I think at one time they used to make really good products as far as their lifters go, but I've heard they're questionable these days. These lifters are actually from Federal Mogul. I ordered those from I think Summit Racing. These are what they call the anti-pump up lifters for RPM. The cam's not overly huge, but it would survive up to 5,700 RPM. This being a small displacement engine, I was expecting RPM, but you know, so far it's encouraging. Maybe the whole problem was just this major vacuum leak. I'm going to check the passenger side, and I'll catch up in a few minutes. Well, good news. All the lifters on the passenger side look exactly the same. They're not collapsed, they're not flat, they're not busted. The cam is in good shape. All the push rods are intact. So must just been that vacuum leak on the intake causing all the issues. So now I get to have the fun task of relashing all the valves. And if you haven't done like an early small block Chevy, you may not even realize that there is not a bolt on the front of that crank. So turning this engine over is going to be requiring grabbing the pulley down there and turning it by hand as I rotate my cylinders up to where I need to lash them on my firing order. I don't think I want to try that alone. I'll probably have some hands, because after you get about 4 or 5 of these things lashed, the last few, your forearms are going to be looking like Popeyes. All right, I'll keep you updated. And I guess while I got you here, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the S10. Now it's getting closer. The list has gotten down to about 10 items. We do have to put the starter on it. We have to put the exhaust on it. The exhaust is right there. We got to put the exhaust on. We got to wire the starter. We got to put the bed on it. We got to bleed the brakes and drop the distributor in it. The distributor is over there in the seat. But if you notice, we have a new addition, the B&M Pro Ratchet Shifter, which looks amazing in there. It's a If you don't have a pro ratchet or haven't used one, that's a nice piece. But I'd say we're down to about 10 items. We got about 5 days to get there. So keep watching, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up, it definitely helps push the channel out, get more viewers, and get more subs. So pay attention, guys. We're gonna try and make this road to Power Tour